Michelle and Nathan, the players being asked about what the future may hold, specifically for Mitch Marner and John Tavares, who are unrestricted free agents. Mitch Marner talking about how it's difficult to process that yet. He hasn't breached that subject yet with his family because he was hoping to be playing a hockey game tonight. As we know, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals goes tonight. But as we go back to Sunday, Game 7, we know the Leafs had a tough start in the first period, but then managed to push back to a 0-0 draw at the end of one, where the team looked actually pretty good, but then it was all Florida in the second period, jumping out to a 3-goal lead, and that seemed to be what really broke the Leafs. Even though they got one back at the start of the third, the final ending 6-1, and then Toronto ended up doing the handshake line they've done so many times before, losing so many Game 7s with this group. That's obviously got to be a frustrating situation. And a lot of the talk has been about pressure, the pressure of playing in Toronto over the last couple of days, with some members of the Florida Panthers talking about how it is a high-pressure environment. One of the members of the Florida Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk, saying that if the Maple Leafs were in a different city, this actual team was in a different city, they might actually be better. Now, some of the players were asked about their futures today, asked about processing the loss, and Coach Craig Berube was asked about the pressure, but here's Mitch Marner off the top.
Can't change anything that happened in the past now. All you can do is focus on trying to just get as strong, as fast, as powerful as you can this summer and come back with your foot going forward.
Obviously still very fresh. Been a difficult, I don't know, whatever how many hours it's been, but clearly, when we had breakdowns and our ability to recover was very difficult. And I think, when you look at the team that we played against and what they've built, what they've accomplished, and where we're trying to get to on just how strong they play together as a unit, and just stayed with their game and how comfortable they were within that, especially in a big game like that. Things we can take and we can learn, and I'm sure there'll be more that becomes more clear as time goes by.
Pressure is pressure. I understand it. I do. And it's a hard market, and it's a great market though. And you got to look at it that way, in my opinion. But pressure comes from inside the locker room. That's it. That's, your teammates are the most important people. And that to me is the only pressure.
Captain Austin Matthews also spoke, confirming that he was injured for much of the season, saying he was hurt in training camp. He tried to do his best to become healthy throughout the season, but was never feeling 100%, saying he's confident that he'll come back next year at 100%. And goalie Anthony Stolarz did confirm that he sustained a concussion when he was hit by Florida's Sam Bennett in Game 1. Reporting live, I'm Leathong. Nathan and Michelle.